over.
All right, and we're live. We'll fuck it. We're going. Sorry, Melly's mouth was full.
Not with cock.
No, not with cock.
With fish.
Yeah, no
Not
fish.
with fish either. I'm vegan.
Yeah,
Well,
she had fake sushi.
Vegan
soy
rolls.
fish.
Yeah, fake
Vegan
sushi.
rolls.
So what's up? We got Tim 37 in the house.
Hello.
Tim is our special guest today. Frankie's running late as usual again today.
God knows where. Frankie's buying crack
Yeah,
somewhere.
we'll call
probably.
Frankie in a few if we're gonna get to the news.
Probably at the Clinton Hill Projects getting some.
Yeah, I told you. You know what I'm gonna.
Rock.
I said what I'm gonna start doing. If Frankie starts fucking us all the time and running late and doing his thing, I'm gonna start getting one of those guys that always comes
No.
around here begging for money.
No.
What do you mean? We'll do the homeless heavy metal news.
No.
It'll be fucking
That's
brilliant.
I don't
Actually,
want
not a
these guys
bad
near
idea.
me.
Yeah, we'll still sit. Do you want Frankie sitting on your
They
lap?
stink.
Yeah, want Frankie sitting on your lap.
And they say nasty things to me in the street because
That's
I'm
all
female.
right. You can fucking talk right back to them.
Girl, you can kick their ass.
Yeah, but I don't want that in my space.
I get that. Okay,
You know?
okay. It would still be highly entertaining.
Frankie's got to get his shit together.
He does have to get
He's
his shit
lucky he
together.
has a fucking any kind of job.
And that's where it goes.
Yeah, poor Frankie.
I mean, I think he probably knows that because
Yeah,
he's
I know he
not
does.
hireable or.
Yeah, he's definitely not hireable. He looked very nice at my wedding, though.
He
That
did,
he did.
but I see the pink bunny suit on the back of the office door, and I was really sorry that Kelsey didn't let that fly.
Yeah, I'm
we got
bummed
the
about
pink
it.
bunny suit. We were gonna have Frankie be the ring bearer in the pink bunny suit.
Yeah.
The Christmas story.
Oh my
That's-
God,
Yeah,
that
but
would have been
Kelsey wouldn't let it fly.
Yeah, Kelsey would let it happen. It would have been hysterical,
It would
right?
have been
Kelsey.
great. It would have been great. What are you gonna do?
The anniversary party.
Yeah,
There you go.
We'll do something.
What do you
Listen,
do?
An
I will get
anniversary.
Frankie in that pink bunny
Oh,
suit.
for
It's
sure.
probably
He'll
fucking
probably never
useful.
take it off once he puts it on.
Yeah,
He
that's
probably won't
true.
be able to.
Just walk around the neighborhood. in it.
Filthy little fucking bunny.
Someone will pick him up though in an ambulance.
Hasn't that already happened?
Probably.
No, but there's a food bank thing right around the corner for homeless people, and Frankie has walked by there before,
They
and
love
they were like, hey, come on in for some food. Yeah.
If there was a
Fair.
camera right now,
Yeah.
you would be able to see my expression of ridiculous shock, and not really
not
that
really.
shocked.
Yeah.
And not
Just
really
like,
shocked.
Well,
One great thing at
Alrighty
the wedding
then.
with Frankie's outfit at the wedding, so he lost the bottom of his shoe.
yes, he did. I noticed
How did that happen?
No,
Yeah,
it just fell off.
happened right before he disappeared up.
Yeah,
the
it just
top.
fell
Where did he
off.
get the shoes?
He
Like a
shares them.
thrift store or
He
something?
shares them with his brother.
Oh, like
Yeah,
he shares
and the complete
them.
bottom
Yeah.
sole came off.
So he's in trouble.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it fell off.
something-
Well, no, he already went to the thrift store and bought a new pair of
Okay.
shoes. Yeah.
Well, I do have to say, Jeff, your wedding was quite epic.
Thank you.
It was a metalicious time, and Frankie was the epitome of the hot mess
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the day.
yeah, he
it was
was.
quite interesting.
I didn't see him take a turn for the worst. I saw him.
Oh,
at,
we did.
oh, yeah, you
No,
did.
we did. Because, of course, my fat ass was right by the food.
Yeah.
And so I saw when the soul came off and him hobbling
Oh, that's
around.
hilarious.
And I was like,
totally missed
bless
all
his
that.
heart. Bless his
Yeah, I
heart.
missed it too. I'm
Hilarious.
fucking bummed I missed that. I wish someone.
You had other things to keep yourself occupied on,
Yeah.
like getting married.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun though.
Yes,
Goat
it
Horn was
was.
fucking great. They were great. They were such cool guys.
Yeah, I worked with them back in the Uranium days, and they
Yeah.
were super, super, super sweet then back then. And I got to say hi to them quick before I had to bounce, and I just caught their first few songs.
Right. Yeah, they were great. And it was funny though, at the end of the day, like I was fucking shot, of course, been here since 1 o'clock drinking. It's now 1 a.m. And I'm standing there and all of a sudden all of a sudden I feel these arms wrap around me and like a head kind of go on my shoulder. And I thought it was Kelsey. And I was like, hey, when are we going back to the hotel room? And it was Ben from fucking Goat Horn. He's like, whenever you want, honey.
Oh, the homoeroticism in metal
Yeah.
and with Jeff Blanchard.
Oh, yeah.
Consistently. I'm amazed he married Kelsey.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have got married.
I'm
we should
just
have got
going
married.
to be quiet.
We should have got married, Tim.
Yes, we should have a long, long time ago.
Yes.
There's always been the little flirtatious vibe when you're very, very drunk. And
I do flirt with Tim when I'm drunk.
Oh my God!
Of course you do.
For at
You're a
least
fucking
10
animal.
years now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how long I've known Jeff and Melody. I've known both
But
of
I
them.
never made out
Good
with Tim.
God.
A lot of these so-called straight dudes have made out with Tim. I never made that mistake.
This is true. I have been called Magneto and the Great Converter since I was about 16, 17 years old, because a good 80% of the men I've slept with have been, well, they've considered themselves straight. I think
But you're
differently.
also, so you can answer these questions. I mean, so
Yeah,
you,
of course.
so you came out in the gay, you came out in the metal scene.
Yes,
you
I
know what
did.
I mean? Like,
It took
that
a long
was
time.
not
but
an easy thing for you. And you're
It
very,
took a long time.
It did take a long
I was
time.
yelling at him for a couple of years.
I was yelling at him
Yeah.
too. We were all yelling at him because Tim, we fucking love you. Come the fuck out. And you're like,
Be yourself. Be
Yeah,
yourself.
It was, and I appreciate that immensely from both of you. I didn't come out till I was 30 publicly. My inner circle knew, obviously, like
Right.
you guys, and even before I met y'all, my inner circle always knew. I was never shy about who I was to my inner circle, but coming from a born
Which is
again
good.
Christian, yeah.
At least you had that.
Absolutely,
'Cause
because a lot of people don't.
Right.
Yes, exactly. And that's something that I try to. But a lot of people also don't because they're too afraid, which I get. They're too afraid to admit to the people in their lives that they consider close friends and that they do trust to even tell them. Well, nowadays, gay isn't as extreme.
Oh, it's so much better than
Thankfully.
it was.
It is,
Yeah.
it is. And let me back up a little bit. So, to give you a little history of Tim 37, if
Yeah.
you're not around here and you don't know Tim 37, Tim is a promoter for a lot of clubs, and he was at Webster Hall for the past how long? You've
5
doing
years.
that?
I was with Webster Hall.
It was for Webster Hall for 5 years. You worked with Julia on Uranium.
I was with Uranium for 6 out of the 7 seasons we were on the air. I
Okay.
was the correspondent and whatnot.
Okay, and you've done DJing. You started DJing at Lucky 13, actually.
Yes, I did. I
Back in
DJ'd
the-
for 10 years,
Yeah.
actually. And at the 10-year mark, I never wanted to DJ. That was just something that
Tim,
kind
that's
of
because you were a
fell in
shitty
my lap.
barback. You started barbacking.
I fucking hate bar backing. Oh my God. All the bar backs in the world, a tip of the hat because, I bartend and I fucking hate that half the time too.
Remember we had
but-
Tim barback for
I
about
try not
2
to.
minutes?
I just remember him leaving the door open and me almost dying. So I was like, that's it.
No, and I respect that. But Webster Hall has been my home for the past 5 years. Unfortunately, now it's been brought out and it's closing.
When's your last show over there?
That's crazy. What do you know what it's going to
Really?
be? Do you have any idea what they're going to do with the space?
AEG and Barclays Center purchased Webster Hall.
So it'll still be
for-
some kind of music
It-
space.
I'll explain to you exactly what I know because this happened about 2 months ago. There was a rumor going around in the underground scene, especially with clubs and promoters and bands, about Webster Hall being sold. I've been working with Webster Hall for 5 years, as I said, and I have been in love with that club since I was 13 or 14 years old. I remember watching MTV at 11 o'clock at night, and Madonna did her Bedtime Stories music video release party live from Webster Hall. I remember watching it in my bed at night because I had to get up for school the next day and being like, that club looks amazing. That somehow, some way, I want to work with that club.
It's a great. I worked there for quite a few years too.
It's amazing.
Yeah, when I met Jeff, he was one of the daytime managers.
Yeah, I was like a daytime manager
yeah.
over there.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's badass.
Yeah, for 4 years, I guess. I was over there.
It was, in my opinion, and will always be the greatest independent nightclub that New York City has ever
Listen,
seen.
and to give them props, they survived through
Everything.
Well,
130 years they were around.
Well, it was, but it went from the Ritz. I mean, what I know, but listen, that place has a lot of history. Frank Sinatra recorded there.
It's a
Elvis
national
recorded
landmark.
there.
They can never tear it down.
Al Capone had something going on.
I saw some
it's
shows
been-
there when it was the Ritz.
Yeah, it was the
actually.
Ritz.
Madonna.
Yeah, and then
The queen of everything.
Webster Hall purchased it in the early '90s, mid '90s.
Yeah, but Webster Hall had already existed as a club itself, but they were up the block on 11th Street, and then the Ballinger family moved it into.
No, the Ballinger, they were from Canada. They owned a nightclub in Canada.
Yeah.
Steve, Lonnie, and Doug owned a nightclub up in Canada, and then they purchased Webster Hall.
Well, Webster Hall has been amazing forever. Now AEG and Barclays Center bought it out for $34 million. And they are
You know what's funny?
show,
You know what's funny about that is somebody offered us, me and Melody, $34
For Lucky 13?
Yes, yeah. Kind of
So close.
crazy.
That's right. Seriously.
Yeah.
So they're August 8th is the final show. It's Michelle Branch, and then at midnight they're closing the doors for renovations. They're talking it'll be closed for about a year, and what I've been told is they are making it a high-end live music experience venue. They're adding food. They're thinking about combining the studio with the Marlin Room. They're adding an elevator, which is something that should have been done decades ago.
Yeah.
But
When I was there, they were talking, however many years ago, a long time ago,
Yeah.
they talked about putting an
We
elevator
left
in.
there in 2003.
Yes, I left in 2003.
Yeah.
When we opened up, I went from there to open up Lucky 13, and they were very supportive of that, I have to say, which
Yeah.
was cool.
So, but as far as all I know is all 240 staff have been laid off, including
sucks.
all independent promoters such as myself.
Yeah.
So it's bittersweet because, like I said, it took me. I started being a quote unquote music personality, promoter, producer, DJ, event host, whatever, everything that I do 15 years ago. And it took me 10 years to get into that fucking venue and make it my home.
It's not an easy venue to get into.
It really wasn't at all. And a reason why I lasted for 5 years with them is because of the fact that it's not an easy venue to get into. And a lot of the bands that I've worked with and that I promoted and supported, they wanted a space to play with Webster Hall so they could say they played there.
Right.
So I was able to bring in these bands. And a lot of these bands are national acts that, like Einstein Kills and Candiria and Alakeen's Gun now, and so many, 40 Below Summer, and it list goes on. A Sworn Enemy as well, and
And it's a cool little room.
it is. The studio is the best little big room.
Yeah, it is.
I like
It
to
is.
say it's a great little big room.
Look who's
Look, Frankie
here.
made it.
Hey, hi,
Frankie made it.
Yeah.
Hello,
Just
good sir.
shit together, Frankie.
Yeah. The fuck, Frankie?
Fashionably late.
That's not
No,
fashionable.
that's not
There's
fashionable at
nothing
all.
fashionable about you.
No, the main guest is supposed to be
Tim
fashionable.
has a very nice tie on.
What's up,
today.
T?
Hi, how are you?
We going to a wedding?
No,
It was
I'm
one Saturday.
doing a red
beautiful
carpet.
one.
Yes.
I'm doing a red carpet directly from here.
And you always smell nice, Tim.
Thank
Tim,
you.
You gotta
What
pick
did I just drop?
Yeah, pick that piece
A
up
little
there,
piece
Frankie.
of
Melody-
a story
Melody
that
fucked
you're
up the
never going to
story.
get that far anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, as you know, as you both know, I always take pride in smelling good at all.
You do, and it was so
times.
funny. I bumped into the street. I was going to the bank yesterday, and I bumped into Tim on the street and gave him a hug.
Sorry,
and
Tim.
I get in my car and I'm like, I smell fucking amazing.
Because he hugged you.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
how it goes. I even had my own fragrance out for a limited time for a while because this fragrance company was obsessed. The president, I knew her. She was this amazing transgender woman named Fallon. I absolutely love her. And she is, what is that called when you know how to mix oils together and make fragrances and whatnot? That's
A chemist.
The
no, there's an alchemist.
Potions.
An alchemist. Yes,
Alchemist.
yes.
Oh, Frankie
Alchemist.
coming out with the
Look
fucking
at you
words.
go. I'm
Yeah.
surprised. A long way
Alchemist.
from losing the bottom of your shoe.
The chemist. Oh my own.
But
That's on Google.
I'm sure it is. Everything's on Google. So yeah, I had my own T37 fragrance out for a while, and it sold pretty good. And it was
Copyrighted.
pretty off.
Did you copyright it?
Everything I do is copyrighted.
That's how you get the bucks.
It's good to have a lawyer in the family.
You should
True.
Be, you should be copywritten, Frankie.
No, who would want to copyright me?
Yeah.
What we're gonna do when Frankie dies, though, we're gonna stuff him.
Yeah, we're gonna stuff him.
We're gonna put him next to the
Taxidermist.
the gremlin.
That is amazing. I know a good taxidermist.
Oh, yeah?
actually.
All right,
Yes,
all right.
yes.
Does he do humans? Because it's pretty,
listen.
pretty illegal.
Yeah.
Well, you
I
ship
don't know if
the
you can
body
consider me
somewhere
human.
else, and then
Yeah.
it comes
Comes
back.
back,
and there
right.
you go.
Yeah.
There's the answer
Exactly.
to that. But
As long as we have to get him to sign a piece of paper saying that's okay with him. That would be fine.
Yeah. Can we do that, Frankie?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can we
Yeah.
prop you up in Lucky 13?
He'd love
Yeah,
it.
taxidermy, dude.
He'd
Awesome.
love that.
As long as I don't have to pay for it, well, I'll be dead.
You'll be dead.
you ain't paying
Hey,
for
so-
it.
yeah, no, I know. What the
They'll
fuck?
take care
You don't have
of
a pot to piss in now.
No, I don't. I don't. You're right,
you can't
Melody.
even
You're
pay for a
right.
cookie.
You're right.
Wow.
Well, all this money goes to drugs and cigarettes. You know what I mean? And alcohol.
Oh,
Yes, it
I've been
does.
there myself.
And bills. Once
4
in a
years
while, I
clean
play
though,
bills.
August 1st.
Oh, good for you, Tim. Good for you.
No drugs since 4 years.
Thank
August 1st.
God.
Yeah, good for you.
Thank you. Thank you. If I'm able to clean up my act, everyone else can.
Yeah.
Trust
Well,
me.
Fair.
I don't know about Frankie.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm beyond help.
Oh, I still drink like a fish. I love my Jameson and my ciders. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I love my marijuana, but everything else, nope.
Oh, I love my pot. I love my pot.
Frankie, you love your pot, you love your cocaine, you love your opioids, like whatever you can
I
get in.
can't afford those opioid things in the newspapers.
Yeah, you love it all. Frankie loves it all. What's good is I haven't seen him not out here.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
that's good. That's good.
Well,
I
that's a
have,
good
but it's been a while.
Yeah.
And it's
I've been trying to be
a
good.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's
Been a
booze.
while.
So,
So what events you got coming up now? So you have what's this Ride for Dime you got going on?
well, yeah. Okay. So events coming up or Ride for Dime, which are not.
Well, you got more than that. So
I do
tomorrow
have a
night
few
you have your
things.
last show.
All right,
at,
tomorrow
Webster Hall.
night is my final blowout at Webster Hall. I've got quite a few bands playing. It's going to be a good time. But I also am doing my first show with St. Vitus in 2 weeks. I have Tetrarch with Sun and Flesh and Ryder. That's on Monday, July 10th. And I also have Vegas Nerve with Doc Coyle, who used to be in God Forbid, at St. Vitus in August. But the most important thing, like you did mention, is Ride for Dime, the East Coast Tri-State chapter, which we just announced a couple of months ago. Rita Haney.
And what is Ride for Dime?
Ride for Dime is, for those that might not know, is a charity organization that Dimebag Darrell's wifey, Rita Haney, created 2 years after he passed away. I knew Dimebag personally, and actually he was the first rock star that I ever came out to at Bellevue Bar, which is now known as Duff's, back in 2002. And we were hanging out one night after a Damage Plan show, and I was stupid drunk and 22 years old, and I
You didn't say, "Hey, Dime, I want to suck your cock."
no, not at all. I'm not into hairy
He was
dudes.
like, by the way, are you gay? Are you gay, Tim? Yes, I am.
Anyone that knows anything about me knows I like the pretty little.
I know you like the
pretty little boys.
That's why you like Frankie.
Sure.
No, he has better taste than
I
that.
too like the pretty little boys.
Yes, you do, Mama. Yes, you do.
Tim has better taste than this.
I do enjoy a hot mess, just not a hairy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Do you want to show Frankie? You want to show me your back?
no, that's okay.
No.
That's
Come
not
on.
All
necessary.
right, I'm getting. I
Thanks.
just ate.
Yeah.
Seriously,
You
there's
should have had him lay down, and you could have fucking.
that's a
you could
stop
swooped your
right
sushi across it.
there.
Oh my god. And she's got soy sauce in
So
front of
what-
her.
I just ate.
Wow. So yeah, Ride for Dime is a charity that Dime's wife Rita created to keep his legacy alive. Dimebag was very, very into charity work while he was alive. He donated a ton of money, and he did a lot of appearances and played for any and every charity event that he was able to with his crazy career and schedule. But mostly he raised money for veterans of any war, Army, Navy, Marines, anything, all sorts of veterans and underprivileged children, and trying to keep music in schools and whatnot.
So what
Music
is- so what is all the-
Ride for
what-
Dime
Go ahead.
is Ride for Dime is a ride with
Like a
bikers,
bicycle ride?
motorcycles.
Motorcycle, okay.
Motorcycles. They all meet together at one spot and ride together in honor of Dime to the venue. But it's also an all-day concert. So if you're not a biker and if you don't ride like myself, because God knows I ain't getting on one of those things, they're really, really pretty. They're really, really pretty, and they're awesome to look at, and I think they're badass. But I'm also really, really pretty, and I am not fucking up my face or anything else about that. But I have nothing but respect for bikers and crews and families and whatnot. So Ride for Dime is actually, there's chapters all around the world. There's one in the UK, there's more in Europe, there's the Philly chapter.
So what is all the? So the money goes to what?
Money goes to Music Cares, and it also goes to several
So
veteran
it gets split off
charities.
into.
Yes.
Okay.
Into
and
multiple.
Music Cares is a great thing.
Yes, they are. And we're also bringing a bit of, we're trying to make it more for children this time around. Also Music Cares for kids. And we're looking into other charities as well to donate it into. Rita has some ideas herself. And all it is a full day. Doors are at 10 a.m. It's on August 26th at Starland Ballroom.
Okay.
And
there's a run too.
there's
So
a ride that starts at 8 a.m.
Well, you got to be there at fucking 8 a.m.
Oh, I don't.
Well, if I'm gonna ride it, because I have a motorcycle and I ride
Yes,
myself.
yes.
I will have to be there at 8 a.m.
That's gonna have
What
to be
day
a
of the
thing.
week is it?
Saturday.
You could do that. You never hang
Exactly.
around here on Friday nights.
But
could do it.
Yeah. Well, We'll see.
You've got a
pretty
couple of
early.
months to figure this out.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
even if you don't have, you won't write in. You could still come later on.
No, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll go
we
for the
just
ride.
want everyone to come celebrate Dimebag's legacy because everyone knows who Dimebag Darrell is. If you love metal, you know who Dimebag is. I don't care if you're a millennial. I don't care if you're a million years old. You know who Dimebag is if you love heavy metal. And I was beyond honored.
Frankie,
to
who is
be
Dimebag
asked.
Darrell?
Never heard of him.
He doesn't know because remember last week he didn't know what it
He's
said
out.
dime something, and he couldn't pronounce it.
Yes.
He didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Half of
Yeah.
these bands, I'm sorry. I'm an old man. I
You
don't
know the
who
band
you guys are.
Pantera, right?
Never heard of Pantera.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's full of shit.
Never heard of Metallica. I grew up with country, Dolly Parton and
all right.
Kenny Rogers.
Subject.
He thinks
Even
he's-
Dolly Parton
thinks
knows
he's
who
funny.
Dimebag
He thinks
Darrell
he's funny.
is.
I think he's
Dolly
being funny.
Parton.
That's not
Parton
like even
knows.
Dolly Parton
He thinks he's
knows.
being funny.
And I know that for a fact that she knows who he is because when he passed away, she even wrote
Really?
she even wrote on her MySpace at the time her condolences to the Pantera family.
My apologies to Dimebag. I'm not familiar with this person. I'm sorry.
You
So
can
nice of you,
edit,
Frankie.
right?
He's
No,
no,
I
right?
knew he didn't know because he didn't get it right in his story.
No, I know.
recently,
I know he didn't
so.
know either. That's why I asked him.
Yeah, that's all right. It's not important.
It's,
Well, rest in peace. My apologies.
oh, that's nice though. So
He's so sweet.
we have a ton of bands performing, which is really awesome.
Who's the biggest?
As of right now, there is Thy Will Be Done and Alakeen's Gun that are headliners.
Oh.
We are announcing
Alakeen's Gun.
some more.
Thy Will Be Done is a Christian band,
Yeah, I know.
but they're actually pretty good.
They are very, very good.
So
We had a Christian band here a couple weeks
we
ago.
did, and he thanked Jesus. And
He did
it's a good
thank
thing it's a good thing I wasn't here in
He
front of
did.
my giant pentagram wall. He's talking
did
about
thank
his Lord and
Jesus.
Savior.
Well,
Katie
that's-
was texting me like, "You're not even gonna fucking believe what's going on in here right now."
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah.
Especially, also, I find it funny too because I was brought up in a born again Christian family, which is one of the reasons it took me so long to come out. And I actually
That's
discussed.
probably one of the reasons you like dick.
Praise Jesus. Hallelujah. But I
Did
discuss
you
a lot
say
about
Mormon?
that.
Damn those Mormons.
I'm not
No,
Mormon.
he did not say
Oh, okay.
Mormon. He
You
said
said-
Born again Christian.
it's not Mormon. It's not the same thing.
I think he called you a
Not the
moron.
same thing.
I think
Or a
totally different.
Momo,
Yeah.
one of Otep's
Yeah.
favorite words.
Yeah.
You Momo?
Oh, those
Otep. I
Christians.
heard-
You got to watch out for those
Oh,
Christians.
we getting into that?
we did a story on OTEP last week. She kicked the band off the tour.
The Convalescence, yes.
Yes, she kicked them off
I
the
know.
tour.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know the whole story.
Fun.
Yeah, well, when you sign a contract to abide by certain rules by the owner of the tour that you're on, and you break those rules.
What they do? They went to get weed or something like that. Was that?
There was a few things.
Yeah.
There were a few things that went on, and I'm going to leave it alone.
Okay, we don't want to talk about OTEP.
Otep's a really good friend of mine.
All right,
So,
all right,
yeah.
cool.
I'm just, nope. But anyways, yeah.
Totally
Where we
fine.
go for that. But Right for Dime, yes. August 26th, Starland Ballroom. It's our inaugural event. Rita had been wanting to do a tri-state chapter for a while, and I was honored that she requested me.
What time do the bands start?
Noon.
Okay.
The first band will be a WSOU band that they pick. We're going to run a contest on WSOU.
Now, is there food and stuff there?
There will be.
Okay.
There will be food. We have sponsors that I'm not at liberty to speak about yet because we're announcing everything. There's a method to the madness, and since it's literally going to be done festival style, first band's on at noon. We're not ending till approximately 1 a.m. It's going to be a very, very long day, and we're hoping to raise as much money as humanly possible.
Get me some. If you could get me some flyers, and I could pass
yeah.
them around the biker.
Oh, done,
world,
done and done. We're having all
and
that.
I can start posting it and getting some bikers there and stuff like that.
Awesome.
I'll try and get a
Just-
nice little group there.
Just so everyone knows, though, like the other bands playing, it's as of right now, Thy Will Be Done, Alakeen's Gun, Blackwater Rising, I Kill Ya, Hammer Fight, Negative Sky, Apparition, Commonwealth, Whiskey Time Machine, Palace Burn, Lethal Affection, and more.
Very cool.
And more.
I need a whiskey time machine. How can we work that out?
Yeah.
Talk to Crown. Crown Royal. Black toots for everybody in this whiskey time machine.
Go fucking chug a bottle of fucking Jameson. I'll guarantee you'll do some time traveling.
This is true. I've done that.
We will call that.
I actually did that at the last OTUP show 2 weeks ago. I drank a half bottle of JMO at least, and
There you go.
I'm off the whiskey.
woke up in my bedroom the next day.
Yeah.
You can call it. You can call it your flux capacitor and
It's
fucking.
definitely my flux capacitor.
Yeah. Fucking right.
2.2. How many gigawatts is it?
What is it? 100,000 watts?
How many gigawatts is it?
Oh,
That's Frankie.
I forget.
How many gigawatts is it?
I haven't seen Back to the Future in a while.
I'm
but
gonna find
yeah.
out how many fucking gigawatts
Yes.
it is.
Yes,
And
Google.
There it is.
Yes.
Wikipedia is an incredible invention.
Information at our fingertips.
Yep.
Literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish
literally.
my Alexa was here so I could just ask her.
Oh, you have one of those?
That whore.
She's actually my best friend.
100.
I believe it.
Something
Yeah.
about
Just she can't
gigawatts.
talk back.
Well, she does
No,
talk
they
back.
do talk back.
She
That's
does
the
talk
whole
She
all the
talks
time.
back, but if you're like,
I
you
asked her
can't-
the other day, I said, Alexa, do you love me? And she said, I admire some people, but I have yet to find out the true meaning of human love.
Oh my God, so
Really?
have
I was
I.
like, maybe I should be scared of Alexa. I started backing away. I was a little scared.
Oh my God, I feel her though. Alexa, I feel you. 'Cause I am the Jennifer Aniston of metal.
Can you bring Alexa in sometime? Is she
Yeah,
small?
I can bring Alexa in, yeah.
You should bring Alexa in. We
She'll
can
be
ask
the
We can
guest.
ask her questions on air.
Yeah.
She would be the
Yeah.
guest. That
That's
would
so
be
Star
fun.
Trek. That's so Star Trek.
We can have Alexa on. I asked her, I said good morning to her the other day, and she said, good morning. Today, in 1893, the Ferris wheel was invented. Would you like me to play Journey's The Wheel in the Sky to
Yes!
celebrate? And I was like, yes.
Absolutely.
And then she played
Yes.
it. She's my friend.
I need an Alexa. I
love
think
her.
this is something that's
I
meant to
Alexa
love
happen.
sounds cool. Alexa sounds cool.
And she doesn't judge. Because a lot of people be like, I don't want to hear
1.21
fucking Journey.
gigawatts.
Oh.
You're right.
1.21 gigawatts.
Gigawatts.
Jigatots.
I call
like
my-
pasta tots.
I call my dick Alexa sometimes.
I'm sure you
Talks
do.
back to
It's
me.
a woman?
Yeah.
Your dick
Yeah,
is a woman?
Why am I not
Is
surprised
she pretty?
by that?
Sometimes she's very
Do
pretty.
you put lipstick on her?
I think that's
I
Kelsey's
do.
job.
Yeah.
I do yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Definitely.
true. She puts the lipstick on with her mouth.
Wepa! Con la chocha.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so Puerto Rican. That's so cool.
what's your
I
la-
am Puerto Rican.
So what's your last show at Webster Hall tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night I have. It was originally going to be a part of
bring
the
the
Big
ring.
Brother premiere, which I'm doing tonight, but unfortunately, a few of the house guests aren't able to be in town tomorrow to do what we originally wanted to do. So I decided to turn into the Tim Number 37 and Friends final blowout at Webster Hall. So I
It's a
have.
big gay dance party.
Not necessarily.
I went to a
It's
big gay
actually-
dance party on Sunday.
Yes, I saw your pictures.
Oh, well, it was Pride. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
That's it.
I went to House of Yes.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
What'd you do for Pride, Tim?
I ended up we went party hopping, actually. We went to a couple of different bars and ended up at this really cool live jazz bar on West 4th Street.
Very nice.
And had some drinks there with with my homegirl, Jen City, and some other friends and this really, really cute guy that I met that I was like, oh, hello.
Very nice.
We took Shakti to the parade dressed in her Pride outfit.
I like that on the
so
gram
cute.
of Insta and the book of face.
She's got her little
so
dog
cute.
dressed up in a little gay outfit.
Yeah, if you
Little
want to
bit.
see
love
that, Shakti has her own Instagram. It's Shakti Chi on Instagram if you want to see that.
That's so cute.
Shakti Chi.
Shakti
See.
CHI, like
Shakti
Chihuahua.
Chi.
Yeah.
Like Chihuahua.
All right.
So, yeah.
It's okay. So tomorrow night.
Yeah, I have Evil Engine, which is this punk band from Michigan, featuring Chrissy Rodolphe, who came in second place of the last season of Big Brother. I have 13 Reasons from Philadelphia, which features Darren Pfeiffer, who is the drummer of Hollywood Undead, as well as Justin Cymbal and the God Bombs, Jackson James, Ryder, and who else is on that? Bandita and Streep Throat. 7 bands, starts at 6 p.m. and ends at 11. And that'll be my goodbye to my home for the past 5 years.
You know what? It's you don't think of it that way. Think of it as like one door closes, another opens.
Absolutely.
You don't know what's going to happen
Yep.
next. You know?
No, that's true.
You had a
Yeah, you
good
gotta-
run there. You were there quite a while.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, it's good.
It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. In the
Good
long run.
memories.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to have the
absolutely.
memories.
No, I will always. I'm always going to be thankful to Alex Rossiter, Hartley Lewis, John Santiago, especially at Webster Hall, because they were the ones that really gave me a chance and really stuck by me through. Because trust me, even though a lot of people have attended my shows, a few of them have been sellouts, which is 450 in the studio. But I did have a couple of bombs as well, as it happens.
Of course it
in
happens.
entertainment.
You never know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have your
Yeah.
hit and misses and all
Yeah.
that, you know,
But
Hollywood.
thankfully-
We definitely
Thankfully,
have
I
those
can-
here sometimes. Like,
And
why
I-
is nobody here? This is a good show.
Yeah.
Thankfully, though, I could count the bombs in one hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Thankfully,
thing.
Yeah. So, but it reminds me of the other venues I've worked with that have closed down, like Santos Party House and Tammany Hall and other Crash Mansion and so many others. So it's part of the New York.
Exactly. Things come and go.
Yeah,
Fortunately.
all the time.
And Webster Hall had a great run.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So, that's that. And I'm looking forward to this new chapter with Ride for Dime. And I also just released my testimony with the U-Rock Foundation. They are a mental health awareness and suicide prevention company that features heavy metal celebrities like Corey Taylor, Jonathan Davis, and now myself to share their stories of their dark times in life and how music has saved them. So they raise money for any and every sort of...
Can you give that phone number to Frankie?
And a shower.
I
Just go
showered.
to the
Frankie
U-Rock.
showers. Frankie's pretty
Frankie
clean.
smells a little homeless today. I'm having
Yeah?
trouble over here.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe he didn't wash his clothes.
Yeah.
One good thing about the amount of partying I did
No, it's a clean T-shirt.
No, you wore that shirt yesterday, Frankie.
It's clean.
Yeah, but
Yeah, not
if you wore it yesterday. Really?
Oh, dum-dum.
Seriously, in stereo. All right, we're going to start
stereo.
hustling
Yeah.
along and get to the heavy metal
Can we
news.
get to the news? Tim, you're gonna
I'm
have,
doing this
you're gonna have everything to
quick.
say about all of this news.
Yeah, we're gonna
sure I do.
we're gonna run through the plugs at the end, and then we're gonna blow to Frankie with the news.
Gene Simmons, your heavy metal news for the week, has dropped trying to copyright the Devil's Horn hand symbol.
Thank God.
As well, he
So
should.
ridiculous.
You heard about
Yeah.
this?
Fucking idiot. Of course I heard
He
about
said
this.
Dio made it more famous, and even his wife said, Gene, you're pretty ridiculous, man. So he dropped it.
His wife didn't say that.
Sharon Osbourne.
No, not
Dio's wife said that.
Dio's wife said that. She said,
Yes.
yeah, Gene, you're pretty ridiculous.
Well,
They
even
said
Sharon
Gene's
Os-
wife wouldn't say that.
Even Sharon Osbourne went on her talk show, The Talk, and talked about stop smelling yourself. We can smell you for you.
Melody's got me paranoid more than
You
usual.
smell
It's
himself.
called deodorant.
I am deodorant.
I don't believe you.
Well, actually, it's vodka.
That I believe.
and Newport.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah,
Fiberglass
that's
is
about
delicious.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Newport.
Fiberglass. Sorry.
Sharon Osbourne even went off on her talk show, The Talk, about this whole thing, and she was like, "Are you kidding me? Darling, you are just insane and stupid." And Gene Simmons, though, is the king of self-marketing, and he got himself back in the headlines because you haven't heard his name in a while.
But do you need to? I mean, you are.
No,
fucking-
I could care less. I don't
He's a-
even like
but he's
Kiss.
a
I think they're annoying.
He's a gazillionaire. Like, really? Do you really need to
That's
copyright
what Sharon
that?
Osbourne said. She was
But
like,
he
"You
does
already have."
because that's his life.
He's an
He
egomaniac.
exactly.
He's got no.
He
He's got
is the
nothing if he's
epitome
not
of a
being
narcissist.
paid attention to.
Yeah.
Yup.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
I grew up with Kiss. I love Kiss. It's one of the best rock bands up there, one of my
That is-
top 10. But ever since Gene's reality show got canceled, yeah, you're right. It's like, ooh, I don't know what to do.
This isn't
I'm gonna
even
copyright
real
a hand
rock
gesture.
band. They're a pop band with guitars and fire.
And makeup.
Yeah.
Listen, I
but
liked-
whatever.
I
I
liked Kiss.
respect
I
what
liked
they
Kiss as a
did.
kid.
I respect what
in
they've
the 70s,
done.
That was rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, and
Might
so
not
was the
be
whole
now,
Knights and Satan
you know.
service and all the other
Right.
things.
Oh,
that
once they
went
got
along
rid of
with
the
that.
makeup for a while, I'm sorry to cut you off, Tim.
no,
then they
no,
went
no.
pop. Yeah, then they went disco when they got rid of the makeup for a
Which
while.
I did like that song. I was
Made for loving you, baby.
That was
And I think that's the only song by them I really like.
that was the disco song, but they had their makeup on when they did that disco song.
Of course
They did?
Yes.
Listen, I'm not
Yes, they did.
trying
Okay,
to
I-
diss
when they-
Kiss,
I
stand
although that's pretty
corrected.
funny.
When it came off,
But-
when it came
That
off,
rhymed.
I
when
know,
it came
that's-
off, it was
I'm a poet and I didn't even know it.
it was lick it up.
Yeah, lick it up. Paul Stanley, lick it up.
Oh boy.
And he's like licking. And Gene Simmons is like
Poor
licking
Melody.
the bass. Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Well, listen, if anything, The whole trying to. Also, Gene Simmons never does the actual devil horns. He holds up the "I love you" sign,
Yes, I know.
which is sign language.
Yeah.
His thumb is always up,
Yeah.
which is actually,
Which is ESL,
funnily
yeah.
enough,
Yeah.
exactly American Sign Language. And it's funnily enough, the first season of Uranium back in the early 2000s. The graphic designer, editor of the show didn't know that the devil horns had the thumb down.
in.
So the entire first season, in the corner of the TV screen, the symbol was with the thumb out.
Oh, yeah.
And Julia never watched her own show. She's never even watched an episode, even though we were on 7 seasons. I watched all of them multiple times because I need to see if I was cute. But like, fucking, when we noticed that though, I was like, girl, you need to get that shit fixed ASAP. But that's what Gene
What are you doing
Simmons
on
was
your phone?
doing. It was so
Looking
stupid.
up
You just
something
yelled at me
Gene-
about being
well,
on
you're
my phone.
looking. I'm looking at stuff that's involved that has something to do with what we're talking.
Oh, you're researching. Okay. See, Melody's the researcher.
Ah, okay.
All right.
Sometimes I need to look up a date of something.
What else you got, Frankie?
James Hetfield's reaction to Hulk Hogan's claim that he auditioned for Metallica.
I never heard that before.
Who auditioned for Metallica?
Hulk Hogan.
Apparently auditioned
Get
for
outta here.
Metallica.
That's-
Yep.
What to do? What?
Yeah, that's what we'll find out. Tell us why, Frankie.
One of my favorite stories to come back is the retired professional wrestler Hulk Hogan outrageously claims that he once auditioned to be in Metallica to replace Cliff Burton. It all started with a quote he gave to the UK tabloid The Sun about several years ago, and it even went to Howard Stern. The story gets really big. Like I said, even Howard Stern caught wind of it. So, of course, the next time Metallica's drummer, Lars Ulrich, was in studio, Stern asked him about it. Lars' response was basically, Hulk who?
Next.
Really strange.
Yeah.
I don't know what
That
to
is
make
weird.
of that.
Next.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
was just looking up to see how old Gene Simmons was to figure out. If
Oh.
he
He's
was
gotta
in-
be in the
He's
60s.
almost 70.
Yeah,
I was
he's not
wondering
old.
if he was losing his mind or not yet. So
well-
he'll be 68 in August.
Oh, he's got to be losing his mind.
I'm just wondering if
He's just bored.
if his shit's gonna get more outrageous as he starts to lose his mind.
He's going to get another
He's gonna,
reality
be the,
show.
he's gonna be the rock and roll Ronald Reagan. His shit's just gonna be out
what I'm
there.
wondering.
Oh, he's definitely gonna. The older he gets, the more you're gonna be hearing about
Yeah.
him. He's gonna
So I was
get.
just
Oh,
curious.
wonderful.
I was just curious
Yeah.
to his
Forward
age.
to it.
Peter Chris is smart. He's the quiet one.
No, he's-
Sometimes you just gotta stay in your house.
But Peter-
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
Stay in your
exactly.
house and count your money
That's
when you're
it.
that fucking
Paul-
rich.
Paul-
and
Write a book.
successful.
Yeah, write a
Like,
biography.
Paul
Write a
Stanley-
biography.
I think Paul Stanley's
Shit,
the
I'm
smart
writing
one.
an autobiography.
I
and
think
I'm
Paul
not
Stanley's the
fucking
smart
rich.
one. Paul Stanley's the smart one.
Yeah,
because
he's got everything copywritten.
No, but it's only Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons, even though you got a guy dressing up like Peter Criss and Ace Frehley. It's not really Peter Criss or Ace Frehley.
What was it? Was it Chris Carr? Well, he replaced who?
Eric Carr replaced Peter Criss.
Thank you. The drum, the Fox. He had the Fox makeup on. I remember that in the 80s.
Eric Carr died.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Long time
Rest in
ago.
peace, I don't know.
Cancer.
I don't follow.
Oh,
Long
I
time ago.
don't. I didn't know that.
Fuck cancer.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
All right, Frankie. What else you got?
Fugitive arrested at an Iron Maiden concert.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
A word of
A
advice.
fugitive was arrested here last Friday.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, tell us about that, Melanie.
Yeah.
What the hell happened there?
Do you want to wait till we do the story, or do you want?
No,
to
this
Let's
is
know now before we get to it.
There was a guy that I haven't seen in here a long time. I actually hadn't seen him since the old Lucky 13, and he came in with a couple guys that I also know that are regulars here. And I was like, "Where have you been?" And he said, "Oh, I got married." I'm like, "Oh, I guess that means you can't come out, because sometimes that's true. People can't, especially if they have a kid or something.
Yeah.
You don't see them for a couple years." And he's like totally nice, normal white guy. And the next thing I know, Ralph's outside and he goes, "There's like what looks like a SWAT team here, and they're like, there's someone inside we
Really?
need to take out." And they came and took this guy out,
Holy
like a guy
moly.
in a plaid button-down shirt.
It's always those.
It was bizarre. And they came in very quietly. They told him to get up. And they handcuffed him in the bar. They shined flashlights on him to check him and make sure he didn't have anything on him. And they took him out.
Wow.
And I have no fucking idea. And his friends, and one of his friends, the cop was like, "You know this guy?" And he was like, "I've never seen that guy in my life."
No, I'm not with him. I'm not with him.
That's
I'm
when
not
it's like,
with him.
and you're cut from my life right
I said to the
now.
guy, when a cop that's in some like crazy outfit, they weren't regular cops, when a cop asks you, is that your friend? You just say no. You don't go, I've never seen that guy in my life.
Yeah,
You just
no.
You did see him because he's been standing next to you at the bar. So that's really suspicious.
He followed
So
me
you
in.
just say no, man.
Yeah,
No,
you're
not
right.
a clue.
Just say no. Just say
Sorry,
no. You're
I
right.
don't know who that is.
Yeah, he followed me in.
He was here.
He
Fucking-
followed
Not
me
even
in.
follow me in. I
So,
see him at the bar. I was ordering a drink.
Fugitive arrested at Lucky 13 Saloon.
Fugitive arrested, and now one
Swarm.
arrested
Tell
at
us
Iron
about
Maiden.
tell us
So
about
what's
our
that?
Iron Maiden fugitive now.
The arrest for Rosen State of Police were attempting to apprehend him on June 12th. Derek Roseland has been wanted for weeks for aggressive kidnapping charge.
Oh, who'd he kidnap?
The past Saturday, in front of Roseland's posted on Facebook a screenshot with him and Derek. Rosen's bond has been set at 150 grand.
So you don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. All you have to say is you don't know, Frankie.
June, please stated
No,
Rosen's
he doesn't
car
know.
along. No, he ditched a stolen car on Belfast Drive.
So he stole a car, and there's probably a kid in it.
And
Yeah.
drive him to with another person and drove him to Jack in the Box. There's still Jack in the Boxes? Really?
Yes, there are.
Wow, I grew up with them.
That's Frankie's commentary. Oh, there's still Jack in the Box.
Yeah, that's what the victim told police. Hey, he stole the car and the victim was in the car.
Okay.
So
Wow.
aggressive kidnapping.
That's consider if you carjack and the person is still in the car.
Yeah, you don't
That's
want to do
kidnapping.
that.
Tell him to leave.
Yeah. Tell them to leave.
You don't want to do
I'm
that.
going to
Maybe
Jack in the
that's it, I don't
Box.
know.
Yeah, I'm going to Jack in the Box.
Fucking A. Well,
What's in the
that's quite the adventure, and I'm sure
At a
Iron
Maiden
Maiden
concert.
really appreciates the press and
Yeah,
the
why not?
headlines. Like, yo, fans, keep kidnapping people. We could use the press and headlines.
Right.
Fuck it.
Iron Maiden's doing fine.
Oh,
they
I
are
know
They
they
don't
are.
need any
But
help.
hey, listen, there's no such thing as bad press.
I think they're sold out
Jeff
at Barclays
disagrees.
Center, right? What, bad press?
Yeah.
I don't mind a little bad press.
Eh.
Like, what do you fuck you talking? Why are you just saying I don't agree?
You
Give
get
me an
a little,
example.
you get a little skittish about like certain shows, or like you're like, I don't ever want to have a show that Antifa's gonna come yell about, and I'm like, fuck that.
I don't want fucking Nazis playing here. I don't care about.
I don't want
fucking-
Nazis playing
Well,
here either, but
that's-
unfortunately they ban bands
like-
like Marduk and
See,
bands that are not
and
have
that's-
nothing to do with
And that's
Nazis.
bullshit. I would let Marduk play here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying I don't want to fucking. You know what I mean?
Obviously,
Yeah.
but I know you get a little
You don't want a
definitely had
KKK
a-
rally
Yeah, of
happening at
course
your
not.
bar.
Of
I
course
get
not.
that.
Of course
Start
not.
burning stuff
But
I
outside.
wouldn't want
also
that
think-
either. As
Yeah.
a proud gay man,
Yeah.
if there's a KKK rally at one of my favorite bars in the world, you best believe I ain't coming
There's not
back.
going to be a KKK rally here, but I do have to say there are some
There'll be a
bands
gay,
that I
gay, gay
enjoy.
party though, Tim.
That's
Jesus
it.
fucking
Stop
Christ.
and clap your shit.
I'm not even gonna
Way
continue.
back and
Oh,
nipa
you
con la
go,
chocha.
All right, I'm sorry, guys.
That's not
What?
important. Forget
right.
it.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I got
Not
into
worth
my
it.
own.
That's fine.
All right, next story, Tim. I mean,
I'm not the one that smells
Stinky.
bad.
Stinky.
I smell good.
That's true.
Oh, no.
You got any?
I can't smell you. I did so much coke in my 20s. I can't smell anything anymore.
It was amazing you still have a septum.
I know.
So do I. I'm amazed. Ozzy listens.
Well, I can't imagine you're snorting the good cocaine, Frankie.
Yeah, no.
Nah.
Yeah, no,
But that's why he has even less of a septum. It's like Drano.
Yeah, Ajax.
Cut with Drano.
It's Ajax.
No. When I was doing some drugs, I was doing some good shit with some good people that got the good shit.
What's your story, Frankie?
Ozzy lists his top 10 favorite metal albums.
Oh, awesome. Let's hear this.
That's interesting.
AC/DC, of course. Highway to Hell, number
Okay.
one.
That makes sense.
Alice in Chains, I'm surprised.
Which one?
Facelift.
Yeah, facelift. All
Guns
right.
N'
That's a good
Roses,
album.
okay. Appetite for Destruction. Judas Priest, British Steel.
Yes.
Led Zepp 4,
Of
classic.
course.
Megadeth, Rust in Peace.
Ah, really?
Really?
Okay.
I wouldn't have
Okay,
picked
that's
that.
I'm a little surprised
Yeah, I
about
wouldn't
that
have
one.
picked that Megadeth album.
Metallica, Master of Puppets.
That's their
of
best
course.
album.
Motorhead, Ace of Spades, of
Yes.
course. Oh, and Pantera.
Pantera.
Pantera,
God.
Cowboys from Hell.
Panera Bread.
You should
Panera Bread.
Panera
You
Bread.
should hear him say Danzig.
It's Danzig.
It's not Danzig.
Oh, I'm surprised by this last one.
Yeah. Rob Zombie,
Hellbilly.
Hillbilly Deluxe. Hellbilly.
I don't get that either.
I'm actually really surprised Soundgarden isn't on there, because Ozzy has stated many times that Chris Cornell was his favorite singer of all time of metal and rock and roll.
Maybe he's a little depressed about it.
That would make sense,
Yeah.
because he did release a statement with Chris Cornell's very unfortunate suicide that Ozzy said he was my favorite singer of all time,
Yeah.
of any
Yeah.
genre.
Interesting.
So I'm surprised Soundgarden's not on there, but you make a good point. He probably
Yeah,
was
maybe
too
he just
sad
didn't
to
even want to talk.
bring
about
up
it.
that kind
Yeah.
of. I get it. That's true.
Yeah.
But I love his list. That's a lot of grind.
Pretty good.
I don't. It's pretty good. I don't
good
love
list.
some of the albums on there.
The
though.
bad
I
Megadeth
love it.
choice.
And Appetite for Destruction should not be on that list.
Yes, it should.
You
Yeah,
think?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a
yes, I think so too.
groundbreaking record.
Yeah,
Yes, I think
I'm
so
not
too.
a Guns N' Roses
That's a
fan at
groundbreaking
all.
record.
But
That's the
what
first,
it
the
did
first
for
thing,
metal,
yeah,
yes.
it really changed a lot of things when that
It
came
brought
out.
metal to mainstream
Led
and
Zepp-
commercialism.
I know it's
I guess.
totally played out as all fuck.
Yeah.
But you got to take it for what it is and what it did.
Yeah.
Hence why I said earlier with Kiss, I'm not a fan of Kiss at all, but I respect the shit out of what they've done. You don't have to like something to respect it.
Well, I don't.
True.
And listen, I liked White Zombie, not Rob Zombie. Like,
Well,
I-
Hungary Deluxe is a brilliant
I
album.
agree
though.
on that one.
yeah,
right?
White Zombie.
You.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, she agrees with
No,
me.
I agree
Oh,
with
I'm
White
amazed.
Zombie,
Yeah, I
White
agree
Zombie
with
was
you.
good. Rob Zombie to me was too polished. It was too
What's wrong with being polished?
commercial. We have different tastes in music, Tim,
Yes.
on a lot of things.
Well, I'm just,
I
what
have
they
different
don't
taste.
know.
I have
Yes.
different taste in music from you, and I also have different taste in
Yes.
music from Jeff.
This
So,
is true.
Yes.
You know,
But to me,
Multi-genre.
Rob Zombie is a little too polished for my taste.
if there's
Okay.
too many girls at a show, that's probably not a band that I like.
Oh, okay. Well, you are
Yeah.
one of the guys
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I'm one of the girls. That's why I see more girls. I'm like, yes,
See, that's why
gonna
Tim-
dip in it and doing it.
Yeah.
Tim, that's why Tim's going to the shows with there's more girls. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, because that's the stuff he likes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's listen, to each their own.
Exactly.
As long as you're having a good time and enjoying what you're doing, that's all that matters.
What else you got there, Francis?
Metal Blade Records biography coming out this August.
Yes.
Forwarded by Metallica's Lars Ulrich.
Ulrich.
Oh, Rick.
Okay. Melody's just crying out.
Go ahead, Frankie. Just keep going with your fucking story.
There's no denying the importance of Metal Blade Records. You know, they worked with Metallica, Motley Crue, Thin
Slayer.
Lizzy, Alice Cooper, and they're putting out their biography this August. Comes out August 29th. Mm-hmm. And it'll be released by BMG.
Yes, sir. I am ecstatic for this.
So
Yes.
I'm excited to hear this too. I got to be honest. Like
I love Brian. Brian's a good friend
Brian's
of mine.
great, but I
and
love
he's-
hearing this old metal history stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Especially
Well,
like
Brian's he signed Metallica. He signed Slayer. He's been around
Yeah, he
since
said he
the
worked with a
beginning.
lot of famous metal bands.
If it wasn't for Brian Slagle, I truly believe that the heavy metal world would not be what it is today. Granted, we're not in the best state when it comes to
It's not the 80s
commercialism
and
and
90s
mainstream.
anymore.
No, it's not. We're in 2017, and it's a whole different fucking ball game now than it was even in 2002 when I started out in the game. But
21st century.
I have
I'm curious to see
nothing
it, to
but
read it.
love and respect for Brian Slagle and Metal Blade Records and what they've done for heavy metal
Yeah.
as a whole.
Yes.
To actually and I know Brian's had a lot to do. I've heard about this
Good promoter.
for a while.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that this is going to be an amazing read. And it comes out on my mom's birthday. Rest in peace, Mama. So
Oh,
this is
rest in
awesome.
peace.
I'm really
August
excited.
29th this
yes,
year.
This is
Nice.
going to be cool.
yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that.
Cool.
Yeah. Anything you want to talk about, Melody? Is that it, Frankie?
There's one more story. It looks
It's Ozzy Osbourne opens up about his affair, sex addiction with a hairdresser. She was a hairdresser who
like.
was
Wait, how can
coming
you have a
around the
sex
house.
addiction with one person?
No, well, I know about.
He
this
got
story.
caught.
That's one of the things.
So
I
you can
was
be like,
gonna
honey, I'm so sorry.
I
I'm
have a
addicted.
sex addiction.
I'm addicted to
Oh no,
sex.
he
Yeah.
said he was playing around. That's why his first wife divorced him.
That's why Sharon
He's
and him
fucking-
separated twice, and they're
And they're
back
back
together.
together
Yeah,
again.
they
Yeah,
just
I know.
renewed their vows. They just did a whole wedding ceremony again to renew their
If you're
vows.
married to Ozzy Osbourne, you have to expect that he's like doing God knows what.
Well, here's the thing. She said herself too about the fact that she knew what she was getting into. That's the love of her life, but there's just so much you can take
yes.
over so many years.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they did have an actual separation last year
Yeah.
where she kicked him out the fucking house.
But she's also making money now too. It used to be off his back.
Right.
Right.
You know
and
what I
now she's
mean?
on one of
Yeah.
those talk shows.
Yeah. Now
She's her own brand and
Yeah.
her
Yes.
own business.
So she's her own. You know,
a
she
smart
doesn't have to.
businesswoman.
She doesn't have
She's
to
an
depend on us.
insanely
she
smart
doesn't have to
businesswoman.
depend on him anymore, but she wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't.
Of course not.
She also
That's why she's back with him.
continuously, and she also says that. She always says, she's like, I wouldn't be anything without my husband. And
gives him
she
credit.
always says that's her other half.
But
But she can't imagine existing without him. They are one of those couples that they will probably end up like the War of the Roses. When they die, it will be because they kill each other.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, they're
that's
going to
how
be together
they're gonna-
forever. Or,
Yeah,
or
of
that's going to
course.
happen. It's going to be like War
How
of the
old is
Roses.
Ozzy? How old is Ozzy?
Oh,
I wish Alexa was here.
He's my
where's
dad's.
Alexa?
He's my
Yeah.
dad's age. They were born in the
Gotta be
same year. So
70.
he's 70, 73, 74.
Okay.
Because I know him and my dad were born in the same year.
He doesn't look it. I have drugs that preserve him well. I'm thinking
Well,
the
Pickling
60s,
is
yeah.
something.
Yeah,
But he
I'm
also-
pushing
60s.
40 and people still think I'm in my fucking late 20s.
You look good.
But
you
he
look good.
But listen, he still takes care of himself in a way.
In a way.
I
Yeah.
mean, like he still goes to the fucking hairdresser, even to get a blowjob. It's to get to, you know what I
A
mean, like,
blow-
or whatever the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, right.
But he's still
A
going.
blowout,
Yeah,
blowjob.
there you go.
He still sounds good, though.
Potato,
The- was it the
tomato, tomato,
A couple years
pickle.
ago, was
I mean,
Ozzy, I'm sorry to cut you off, Tim, the Black Sabbath reunion album? He can still sing.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
give him that. He
absolutely.
can still sing.
He's 69.
Oh, okay.
All right.
He'll be 70 in December.
I could have sworn. Oh no, they share the same birthday, not the same year.
I think.
Sorry.
I think my mother has the same birthday as Ozzy
48.
too.
There's 48 days in December?
48.
No, I
No.
think. I
What's,
think.
Your mom's December 3rd?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. My mom's
So,
December
and-
3rd.
Yeah.
Of course
okay.
he's a Sagittarius.
Yes.
He's Ozzy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's funny. My mom has Ozzy's birthday, and my dad has Elvis's birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
My mom had
That's
Michael
cool.
Jackson's.
And I think I have Bill.
Really? That's cool.
And I think I have the same birthday as Bill Cosby.
I'm the same birthday as Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Boy, you better keep
You've
that shit.
definitely drugged and banged some women over your time. In your
I
time.
think I've gotten drugged and banged, actually.
I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. You
Put the
cannot
jello
prove
pudding
anything.
pops in and put them in the pudding pops.
Oh, boy.
Bill Cosby got let off.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna retry
mistrial.
him.
You think?
They're gonna retry him.
Yeah,
Well,
of course they
there's
are. It's a
always-
mistrial.
So
There has to
I-
be another
I heard
trial.
an interview with one of the people that was actually on the jury, and said there was like one of the problems was there was an older woman that just kept saying like, "But he's Bill Cosby."
Oh no.
Fat Albert,
Like,
yeah,
and
we
look,
grew
he
up
looks
with
like
him.
a sweet old man. Yeah, and that's what fucking happens.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't even. I can't.
So that's people just can't get past the like.
The
Oh,
celebrity.
he looks like a sweet old man, and he's Bill Cosby. Isn't he, Doctor? Like
Huxtable.
That's the
Huxtable,
Huxtable
yeah.
Fat
People
Albert.
are fucking
Yeah.
stupid, and
Yes.
the people that are willing to be in jury duty that have the time are not always the smartest.
That's true.
You know,
It's really a shame because Bill Cosby was a fucking groundbreaking dude, like
Yeah.
he was.
We all grew up with,
Absolutely.
we all grew up
It
with
was
Bill
the first
Cosby. How the
full
mighty
black
have fallen.
family,
professional
sitcom.
black family
Yeah,
on TV.
sitcom on TV that really opened a lot of.
and now
doors.
it's smeared and ruined because he's still a nigger.
Whoa.
You can be white and be a nigger.
Whoa.
Don't rape women.
Yeah, no, that's
I
wrong.
agree with
Don't
that.
That's
I agree with
don't
that.
fuck women against their consent.
Do
it
I have
makes
to
you a
fucking
low
delete
life.
that?
No,
Yo,
you don't have to
that's
delete
fucked
it.
up.
I'll say anything. You know I
No,
will.
but when he was on the stand, he even admitted it. He goes, "I drugged them. They passed out. I had sex with them. It was consensual.
he's a
Not
piece
if she's
of shit.
unconscious. Not,
He's a piece of
not
shit.
if she's
Wait.
unconscious.
He
That's not
admitted
consensual."
that?
Yeah, he did.
I did not
Oh, he
know
admitted
that.
it.
Yeah.
He
He
admitted it.
Yes, he did.
And he got
That's
off.
why not.
What the fuck is the fucking
And he got
deal?
off.
Like,
Yeah.
really?
It's like that's
This
not
is O.J.
consensual.
Simpson all over
That's
again.
exactly what Howard
Yeah.
Stern said. It's O.J.
Oh, did
Simpson
he?
again.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Because he had a great legal team with money. Look,
child.
I kid you not.
Things are
He
not
said
gonna
this.
get
I said,
easier.
Yeah.
it's not
Holy
consensual
shit.
if your partner's unconscious. It's not consensual.
Yeah,
That's rape. That's rape.
He called them his happy little friends or something like that. The
Yeah.
pills. I forget
It's
what
not
Oh,
good.
good
Yeah, it's
Lord.
not good.
Nah.
The only time
Piece of
I've
shit,
ever done
low
anything
life.
sexual with someone passed out is my ex-fiance when I blew him to wake him up. That was it. And he woke up and he was fine.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's fair.
Yeah, but you
Guys
didn't
like
drug
that.
him. You didn't drug him.
No,
You didn't
well,
drug
even though
him.
my ex-fiance is now in jail for statutory rape
Yeah,
on
no,
several
it's
charges.
not consensual if your
Nah,
partner's
prick.
unconscious. I'm sorry.
I don't know about that statutory thing because sometimes it is consensual.
No,
so.
she was 14. He was 26.
Okay.
You remember James.
I still don't think you
Yeah.
had the right to use the N word, but it's
Oh, it's
cool,
okay.
man.
Hey,
I just like being controversial.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
you-
yeah.
No,
We're
you
getting a rating.
never.
You just said even bad press is good press.
I said that. I said that because it's true.
Yeah.
It gets.
So
hey,
that was
listen,
for
the
you,
more people
Joe.
That's it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm 16% African, so fuck you.
She is.
I had my DNA tested.
No, I just love that.
I'm Nigerian.
I'm only one.
I'm
I'm not
actually
surprised by
Nigerian,
that.
yeah.
And I'm only 1%.
And it's not your
By
dick.
injection.
Oh!
On that note,
This is a great podcast.
It's my fucking dancing skills, motherfucker.
You
His
know
dancing
what?
skills.
You might be. Jeff does have some boogie skills.
Oh, I've
do.
seen.
I do.
I've seen. I remember when Jessica Pimentel used to do her Latin nights at the very, very end of her shit.
3 a.m.,
And you
yeah.
would be there, and you would start getting down with the salsa y la merengue.
See?
I'd be
Oh,
like, "That's
my.
it, mama. You do it, dipping it and doing it."
If they didn't do it.
Doing it and doing it and doing it.
Well, doing it. And
All right,
doing it
we're going to
and
start
doing it
wrapping this
well.
up.
Yes.
Thank you all for coming and out.
Yep,
Right?
thank you.
Right? Is that
What
how
happened?
this works?
For what? Thank you for what? What the hell did you
coming
say?
out.
Thank you for coming.
No.
No, I came out a
Thanks
long
for
time ago.
listening.
Thank you for listening. There you go.
Thanks for listening.
Tim, thank you for coming.
Oh my God, thank you. Oh, I haven't come yet.
Oh, yes. Well,
Give
Jeff
Jeff
will
a
take
few
care of
drinks.
No, thank you so much for having me. This was fun. This is a lot
is there
of fun.
a website, Facebook, or something
This,
you can go check out?
yes.
No, because nobody's
For-
going to remember all this information.
No, I know. Ride for just go on Facebook. You can find me on all social medias: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at TIMNO37, Tim number 37, and you can find all information about Ride for Dime by searching on Facebook Ride for Dime East Coast Tri-State Chapter. Just find me on all social medias at Tim number 37. Again, that's TIMNO37 for all Tim number 37 events and stuff. And also, please check out the U Rock Foundation at theurockfoundation.com to learn more about mental awareness, suicide prevention with the likes of Corey Taylor, Jonathan Davis, Richard Patrick, Butcher Babies, and myself.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
Tim.
you. Thank
Frankie,
you.
you got anything you want to plug?
Not soap.
Come on! Why am I getting ripped on? You can't smell me on. You can't smell me on the radio. Thank goodness. No.
Happy audience. Right?
Happy.
Melody, you got anything you want to plug? You got any yoga coming up or anything like
Yeah,
that?
next Wednesday, July 5th, I have yoga in black metal yoga here at the bar. It's not sold out yet, so if you go on Facebook and go to facebook.com/demigod training, you'll see the invite and you can buy a ticket if you want to come next Wednesday night.
If you want to work off some of those fucking holiday hamburgers.
To some black metal
Yes.
in the dark.
The barbecues.
And you can find me here at Lucky 13 Saloon, 644 Sackett Street, Brooklyn, New York, 11217.
They really needed the zip.
Yes,
That was
listen
really
to
important.
listen to the Brooklyn Blast Furnace podcast. Go check out Eyes of the Sun at Facebook, on Bandcamp, all that kind of shit. And I think that's going to be it for this week.
I'll bring
Thank you.
Alexa.
Yeah, bring Alexa
Bring
next
Alexa
week.
next
Thank
We'll
you guys. Keep rocking and
We'll
rolling.
interview
Later.
Alexa. Thank you, Tim.
Okay.
Peace out.
Stinky Frankie.